just chaotic and noisy and loud and disruptive, and you take some headphones and you put the headphones on, and you can drown everything out, because when you put the headphones on, it's quiet and it's peace. He said that's what my fiance is to me and her white family. That whiteness, he said, they're my headphones. He said, and then black women and my black side of the family, they are the noise.
It was in a barbershop when a young black man said something that stopped the whole room, and what he said about black women left everybody in silence. This ain't no gossip, this is real life. He just graduated from college, came back with a degree, and dropped one sentence that exposed why men are walking away from the chaos. If you're a black man, a black woman, or just somebody trying to understand what's really going on in the community, you need this story. But I'm gonna warn you, this may hurt before it heals. Let's get to it.
Hey sis, meet me on the porch. At this point, I need everybody to meet me on the porch. I need the black women, I need the white women, and I need the black men. This is some seriously real shit that I am utterly disturbed by, and I am just tired, because I don't understand why there's this major attack on black women.
For you to say that, you must have been living underneath a rock. This is probably about to get real. Let's see what she got to say.
So this video, if it goes into a part 2, not a problem. I'm about to ram it up. I was in the barbershop today, and it was a young black male come in there. He might have been between that 22 to 24 age group. Very handsome. So I believe he's might have just been coming back from college or graduating or whatever the case may be, because they were happy to see him when he came in.
If he was in the barbershop, other men are congratulating other men, that means he is definitely leveling up.
So he sits down, and so they're just talking. What's going on? And he's giving an update. He's got an engineering degree. Oh my God, I'm over there on the proudness. I'm in the background. I don't know him. I'm just sitting down listening to what he's saying. So the barber begins to get filled in on him. What's been going on? You understand? And he says, I'm coming back. I'm getting married. So everybody's great, and I'm so on the side being so nosy and over there like a proud auntie. I don't even know this young man, right?
She proud of him, but in the black community, only black men congratulate black men for being successful when graduating from college. Typically, when it comes to black women, he goes unnoticed. Stick around, hear what she got to say.
So they start to converse amongst each other, and they're talking. And so the young man says, I'm having a little problem. It's a lot going on, because I'm marrying a white woman. And my family, they're not too happy about it.
Because they want you to be stuck up under some black woman that can boss you around. You ever notice that? Black husbands are always being ruled by their wife. And they just think if you don't marry a black woman, then you're going against the black community. But stick around.
So the barber and everybody was like, oh, well, each his own and this, that, and the other. So the barber was just speaking to him, and he said, hey, you know what? Where'd you meet her? And he said, oh, I met her in college. And he was like, oh, okay, because back in the day, you had all the girls. What made you decide that she was the one? What made you want to marry the white girl or the white woman? With no disrespect.
And black men already know the answer to that, but when you're in a barbershop, they have to keep the conversation going.
What this young man said after that is what just literally took me out the game. As a black woman, as a black mom, in general. So he says that he come from, of course, the hood and had a hard knuckle just with one mom and no dad, and that same shit. Don't nobody I hate the fact that that is such a stereotype. We hate it too.
But you're responsible for giving birth to the black community, and this is what black children have to deal with. They're born into poverty because the black women are selfish.
But so he goes off to say that when he went to college, it was a college that was mixed, but more so of a white college. And he started meeting up with white friends, and they introduced him to another whole world that he didn't know existed. And the young girl, she became a friend and then introduced him to their family. And when he goes over there, they're all married. The parent is married, and they have a really good home, and they do things together and they communicate. It's just a good energy, a good vibe.
I agree. I spent a good part of my life being the only black kid in a all-white school, and I was able to see the difference between dysfunctionality and structure. So yes, I can relate. Let's hear what else she got to say.
And this man said, I never knew this side of life. My life was always loud and chaotic and always disruptive with my family. So the young man said he would go over there and they would go on vacations. They would have Sunday dinners. When they had cookouts, there was no fussing, no fight, no arguing. It was just all love and vacations. I was thrown at what this young man was saying in regards to what he seen and what he witnessed being with this young lady.
Because in the black community, it's all about the black woman and her emotions. She don't really care how the black man is thinking. So when black men get over to other cultures, they do see another side of life that's more equal, people having fun, not just necessarily how the black woman feels. But it gets worse.
And this new side of life. And so he said that when he seen it, he started thinking about all of the chaos that his life was. It was always baby mama drama and fussing and fighting, and they'll get together as a family and it'll be a fight, and the drunk mamas. He was like, my aunt and uncles, they all on welfare and always scheming and always fussing and fighting, cussing, trying to hook up with this dude and that dude. And it's just all these black women, just all that seemed like that's all I was raised up under. That's all I seen. That's all I know. And then I get to the white woman and it's different.
Exactly. He's only speaking his truth, but it's the truth that black women don't want to hear because, once again, it doesn't coordinate with their emotions. When a black man starts to talk like he's happy, it actually aggravates a black woman.
And what he said after this is what really broke me. He said, when I came home the last time, he said, and I was in my family's event, it was nothing but chaos. He said the women, they in house shoes and bonnets, they ghetto acting. He said, and I love them, but I don't love it. And he said, being with my white girlfriend, fiance, and her family, he said, you know what it's like? And this is what got me, ladies. He said, it's like if you're in a crowded room and you're surrounded by chaos and everything is just chaotic and noisy and loud and disruptive, and you take some headphones and you put the headphones on and you can drown everything out, because when you put the headphones on, it's quiet and it's peace. He said, that's what my fiance is to me and her white family. That whiteness, he said, they're my headphones.
I can definitely relate because he's with a white woman. I never really connected with white women, especially being the only black kid in an all-white school. I looked at white people totally different from being there, so I strayed away from the white community. I've been married to an Arabic woman who is very traditional in the Arabic community, and yes, I get a lot of peace because they're very family orientated. And you get to see a different broad of life. But that's not to put the black community down, because I do have a lot of black relatives that have their life together that bring me peace as well. I can say, is it known for the black community? Yes, but you do have a greater bit of the black community that do have their life together without the chaos.
And they are my peace. He said, and then black women in my black side of the family, they are the noise. They are the chaos. They are the noise.
And this is something that every black man thinks about, because when it's all said and done, most black men just want peace. But it seems like the black women keep the chaos and confusion going based off of their emotions. If the black woman is having a bad day, everybody has a bad day. When a black man is having a bad day, nobody cares. Gangsters, gays, they get congratulated in the black community. Black men that actually do things with their life get looked down on, and people be like, oh, you think you're better than me. And this is one of the reasons why men go to other cultures. But that's just the beginning of this video. We got more. Stay in there.
This message is for my white women, my snow bunnies. What are y'all doing to get these men to marry? And y'all getting these millionaires and then y'all suing them and becoming multi-millionaires. Help me out. I ain't no hater. I'm a congratulator. Help me.
It's because they're going to college to find a husband. You're going to college to say you don't need a husband. That's the difference. When they get there, it's a matter of what guy is progressing forward. If that black man is progressing faster than that white man, then other culture women are gonna want the black dude. It's all about survival. But up next, we have a black woman that's gonna be telling you what it's like to really date a white man.
There's one experience where one kid told me that, hey, I can't marry you because my dad said that it would be a bad business idea if I married a black girl. I experienced fetishism where these young men would come home from their missions and were so excited that they served people who were predominantly black. They see me and they're like, oh yes, this person I want to be with, but not really. They just wanted to kiss a black girl or check off a list. I remember getting to a point where there were guys that would date me and I would just say to them, hey, do your parents know that you're dating someone who's black? He was like, no, why would it matter? And I was like, go and tell your mom and then let's talk.
And this is what black men be trying to tell black women when you try to think that you can go over to the other side and that white men want to be with you. No, white men only want to do nasty stuff to you and go through an experience. They don't want to build a life of traditional values. Do you have some white men out there that are doing it? Yes. But it's not a culture thing. It's not the majority. It's actually less than 1%. Listen to what else she says, because it only gets worse.
2 days later, he came back and was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that my parents had certain sins.
Oh, me! You're mean! You're an awful person!
Why would you even try to run away from the cops?
Damn! God damn it!
Women need men.
Do women need men? No. We don't need y'all.
I do. I need my man. Baby, I need my man.
Why don't you need men?
What do I need a man for? To do what?
Everything.
Why do you need a man?
Because we was created to be soft and nurturing. We ain't created to be working hard. We need a man.
See, men like these type of black women that have woken up and seen exactly the usefulness of a great, strong black man that got his life together. And then you have those type of black women that, oh, I don't need a man. A man is that, a man is that. Those are the ones that stay single that nobody even care about. And this is one of the problems. The single women manipulate other women. But when you come across a smart one, these are the ones that get congratulated.
Man, I need my man.
I got a man, but I don't feel like I need him. But I like him around. More.
In other words, she got a stand-in dude that's just there to keep her from being lonely. If she had a real man, she'll be talking like the other girl.
Like men need women more than we need them. Y'all can't do yourself.
Y'all definitely owe us some. Stop saying that we entitled. A child cannot be entitled. You chose to have us. We didn't actually be here, so therefore you owe it to us. As a matter of fact, when I was in the womb, if I would have known that y'all was gonna be poor, I would never came out. Make me go through the misery and make me go through hell in life because you ain't get your shit together before you decide to have kids. Why would you bring a kid to your miserable world?
And I agree. And the reason is because I actually said that same thing to my mother when I was growing up. Why would you have us going through all this pain? Why would you continue to have children when you know you could not afford them? It's because most kids that are born, you're here because your parents got bored, because they wanted to sleep with each other, because they wanted something to love. They wanted something to bring to the barbecue. They really didn't have any plans. The quicker you realize that you were just a prop into their fairy tale, the quicker you can get away from their fairy tale and start building your own life. We got more videos. Stay in there. And if you made it this far, hit that button, man. Put me in the algorithm.
This what I don't understand. Y'all don't want to wear fake clothes and fake designers and fake shoes and fake purses, but you don't mind having a fake titties, fake hips, fake hair. Ooh, Lord, make it make sense. Lord have mercy.
That seems to be the question of the decade. And if you know the answer, get in the comments and let me know.
Driver's license and insurance.
I don't understand why I was being pulled over. Can you show me when I was the speed?
These are the type of people that when they start asking stupid questions and doing stupid stuff, you automatically just want to hit them.
Can't do that.
Can I speak to your supervisor?
Sure, you have your driver's license and insurance?
I'm asking for a supervisor.
I'm asking for your license and insurance.
I'm asking for a supervisor.
In the meantime, I need your driver's license.
I'm asking for a supervisor. Can I see a supervisor, please?
You can either roll the window down or
Recording doesn't do anything either. Now these cops have body cams and they pretty much are strict on the laws. So if they got to put hands on you, it's for a reason.
I will break it. Are you going to provide your ID? Absolutely. Are you going to provide your ID? Speeding was the reason for the traffic stop. Are you going to provide your ID? I've asked you several times, you refuse to answer. Are you going to step out of the vehicle? Ma'am, you are now under arrest. You are under arrest for obstruction of official business and failing to provide your ID.
And I hate, this is how you know a person is miserable. They will continue to antagonize until something happens. And then after something happens, they want to turn around and play victim. That's one of the biggest things that a lot of you B-dubs, you have that.
Step out of the vehicle or I will break the window. Step out of the vehicle or I will break the window. Ma'am, I'm telling you one more time. Step out of the vehicle or I'm going to break the window.
Oh my God! No, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't even do anything wrong. Oh my God! This is crazy.
The sad part about it is these women be doing all of that, knowing that the cops are gonna bust the window, knowing they gonna get roughed up, hoping that they can get a lawsuit. But we got one more video, stick around.
Check out your brand new car. Just bought your brand new car, you know what I'm saying? For holding it down, and I bought this out of love for you. How it fit, you like it?
It's small.
There you go, bro. What's wrong with the car, bro? What you said?
Man, my friends can't even much fit up in here.
Come on, bro. You want about you and your friend? I bought this for you, man. This is for you, bro.
First of all, a man should not be out here buying a car for a hood booger that's not in shape with a whole bunch of tattoos complaining about a friend. It gets worse.
There's a roof right there. What you talking about?
You couldn't give me like the Q5. They got the move. I can see it.
Man, look, man, you worry about everything that's around you. Look what's in front of you. Dog, they spent almost $30K on this car. Come on, man. Can't even say thank you. You just went straight to complaining.
Exactly. That's an Audi A6. That's good enough for Q5. That's too much for you right now.
Hey, come on, man.
It's an 18.
Don't worry about what I'm in, baby. Everything you see me with, I work hard for. That's for you, man. Answer this question. Answer. You don't want the car? Do you want the car or not? Are you serious? My birthday coming up anyway, son.
Hey, sis.
But she still want him to drive her home in the car. I'm sorry, but I would be down at the divorce office right now filing for divorce. And if you have any wild videos, get in the comments to let me know. This is your first time watching, hit that like button, definitely share the video, and hit that subscribe button. Go in the playlist, watch more videos. See you on the next video.